What it do? What it don't do? The boys are back in the building. I'm not gonna go on a spiel about us being more consistent and all that shit because I'm tired of making promises that I can't keep. Bottom line is, me and my boy are on two completely different fucking schedules, so we get it done when we can get it done, man. We try to get it done as consistently as possible. And of course, we're obviously working towards that, but I ain't gonna make no promises because
Shit,
it's hard.
until this motherfucker start paying bills like my job does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean. I ain't got no rich people that are gonna pay my bills. I got to be out here working, and we on different sides of the U.S. now.
Yep.
I don't mind doing it after work like this. If we can keep this schedule going.
Yeah, but we gonna do what we can, man. We gonna do what we can. But let's get straight to it. We'll go. We gotta go back to 303.
Yeah, go back a bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Um, Vinicius Oliveira beat Ricky Simon. I believe I
Yeah,
chose
that sucked.
Oliveira too.
Ricky, oh, he cracked him with that uppercut. That's right. Hate to see that.
Uh, Ray Soraya beat Carlos Hernandez by decision.
I thought he was gonna
Martin,
smoke him, but it didn't.
yeah, me too. Me too. Especially since the odds were so crazy. Like I thought he was gonna smash him, but kind of it was kind of disappointing to be honest. Martin Bidet beat Arlovsky by decision.
Yeah,
I
he
split
finally got
decision.
cut.
Who did? Arlovsky?
Orlovsky.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I think he
But
finally got cut. I mean, he's been fighting since I was a kid.
yeah,
You know,
that's a long time coming.
he made his money.
And he's also like fought in other promotions too, and then to come back to the UFC, which I
Yeah,
don't
just
think will happen this time, but
yeah.
obviously age plays a big factor in that, I would think.
I mean, that just shows you that in the heavyweight division, you can get old. That's one of the divisions where if you're older, you could still hang. The
Yeah,
little guy division.
as long as you keep your power and your durability, you're good. Like
Durability will go. Power stays for a little bit, but durability can fucking fly away, bro.
Arlovsky's pretty durable for how long he's been fighting. Like
And he got knocked out pretty early in his career and shit. Usually, that shit's supposed to deteriorate. I don't know, because he got smoked by Fedor way back in the day. A KO like
he's been
that.
knocked out by Fedor. He's been knocked out by Sylvia. He's been knocked out by
Yeah, he got knocked out by Dan Henderson.
he's
Yeah.
been knocked out by quite a few people.
How did his last fight go? Huh.
Who Arlovsky?
No, I thought Fedor had another fight.
Oh, Fedor. Did he?
I don't know. But yeah, he been knocked out a few times. But that's a good thing.
But
Anyways,
yeah. Jillian Robertson beat Michelle Waterson Gomez, and then Michelle
that shit was
Waterson
bad.
Gomez. Huh?
I mean, Jillian kind of just did what we expected.
Yeah. I mean, she hadn't looked good in a while, and retirement was definitely the right move, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, this
And
is a
they
fucking.
gave her a nice little send off, and you know, she was one of the most fighters when they retire don't usually retire on a win. So I mean, she's a pioneer in the sport, definitely for females. So shout out to her. But yeah, it was definitely that time for sure.
Yeah.
Your boy Peyton Talbot smoked him in 19 seconds.
No, hold on. What the fuck do I keep seeing about that nigga is putting a vape in his ass? The fuck is that about?
Wait, what?
I keep seeing shit about that. I don't know if it's for real or not. That nigga really vaping with his ass?
Who are we
I just
talking about? Peyton?
yeah.
Oh,
I keep seeing that shit, man. I'm sure it's some Twitter trolling, but they keep saying that nigga boofing vapes. I don't know, man.
this is news to me. I have nothing. This
I
is the
keep
first
seeing
I. This is the first I've heard about it. Now I want
it
to
quite a few
Google that
times.
nigga and see if anything pops up of this. What? What?
You found something?
No, 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 no. I didn't. But I'm just saying what. Just based off what you just told me. Like
Yeah, I mean that's
what?
what I keep hearing.
Oh God. Oh God. There's a video.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh hell no. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. This article says. This article says that he he said he denied that.
Fair. I would definitely deny that. Regardless, great performance, great skater,
Uh,
great hair.
apparently there is a video and I'm not watching it. I'll tell you that shit right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Moving
Well,
on from that fucking.
I
I did not see that coming at all. But wow,
had to keep hearing that.
there's nothing that can be. There's nothing that can be hidden if it's on the internet. If it's on the internet, it's there
Unless
for
you got millions of
life.
dollars to scrub it.
How the NWO used to do for life.
Speaking of that, see, there used to be a video. You can't really find it no more. Rampage fucking with some like Japanese dude. This was like back in Pride days or whatever, where he's like making them say shit in the camera. They ain't gonna. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
he was making him say some wild shit too.
Yeah.
Some wild shit. Rampage is a fucking dick for that,
Fucking dicks.
but it was funny. It was funny, but
It was
yeah,
hilarious.
I know what you're talking about.
You can't find that shit no
He
more.
was getting them to say shit that I probably shouldn't say on here, so I'm not going to.
Definitely.
But yeah, he was saying he was having them say some wild
That
shit,
shit was
and they had no idea
fucking
what the fuck
hilarious.
they were saying.
If that was today, it would have been a different story. He took his hat too, I think, and put it on some stupid shit.
Yeah, nah, he was trolling tough and having them say some outlandish shit.
Yeah, I don't think you can really find that shit no more. That's like an example of shit
I
that
bet
never
I
happened.
could. I bet I could. I bet I
Mhm.
could. I bet I could. And now I'm going to when this is over.
Definitely.
Gene Silva knocked out Charles Jourdain.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy one.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't expect him to get smoked like that.
Usually doesn't. Andre Feely beat Cub Swanson. Cub's still a dog though.
100%. He can lose no stock. He was good too, though. He's always been pretty damn good.
Joe Pfeiffer smoked Baral, then called out. I don't remember who he called out, but he has no business calling him out. That's what I remember.
I was in the middle of transit. Like I had just finished working right when that fight ended. Like the second I got home, Ian Gary was fighting fucking MVP, and
He was acting. Nah, Pfeiffer was acting like he just smoked like the number two guy in the division.
I see. I knew nobody gave a fuck because I never saw a clip of that shit. Nobody
The
posted
call
that
out
shit.
was wait, no, the call out was trash.
That's probably why nobody even
Who the
fucking
fuck
posted
did he
that
call
shit.
out? It was like Paul Craig or some shit.
No idea. Yeah, I did not see anybody talking about that nigga after that shit.
It
Nothing.
was Paul Craig. It was Paul Craig, which is
What
a
isn't
shitty
Paul Craig
call
going
out.
off a knockout or something? Like getting
That's a
knocked
sh-
out?
that's a shitty call out.
Isn't Paul Craig? Let me see. I thought Paul Craig just
Paul
lost.
Craig has been getting fucked up.
Yeah, so it's like you just want a free fucking like highlight reel KO because this nigga can't stand up. You know, he just want a free shit. You know, I guess he just. No, I don't know if anybody. I'm sure people know, but this motherfucker, fucking what's his name, Piper, Joe Piper. That nigga's dumb, bro. He's not smart. Like you hear it, he's not articulate. I don't think he's a very intellectual man. So he doesn't. Of course, he's not gonna make a smart fucking call out. Paul Craig. That's like one of the fights you win. They're like, all right, you knocked out Paul Craig. Like that's just a waste of time. Worst case scenario, he subs your ass too. You know what I mean? Like, why even fuck around with that? That's just a lose-lose. You're not gonna get no respect after knocking out Paul Craig, bro. And he's on a 2-fight lose streak. He just got knocked the fuck out too. Terrible call out.
He might be on a even bigger losing streak, to be honest. Paul Craig,
Two fights.
I think he's on a nice little losing skid, to be
I think it's
honest.
2 fights right now. Yeah, I never felt like Pfeiffer was like an intellectual. You know, he seems pretty ignorant, especially the few times I heard him talk.
Seems like kind of a meathead.
Talented,
Okay,
but
yeah, you're right. You're right. It is a 2 fight,
we need to help him out, man.
but I mean, he's lost 4 of his last 5, bro. Like
Exactly. Like, why even
it's
waste
a
your time fighting somebody that could probably sub you? Like, you know what I mean? Possibly. I wouldn't
it's
even
a
fuck with
so-
it. You
it's a
don't get no
sorry.
credit. Yeah, you don't
Oh
get no
shit! I
credit.
just noticed my shit fucking flew back. Nah, that's a sorry ass call out.
Now
That's
let's
sorry
talk
ass.
about this next one. And I hate to say I predicted it, but I mean, he is one of them dudes where he don't give a fuck what he look like. He'll do anything he needs to win. Any means necessary. And he's an MMA guy. He's not just a kickboxer. Like you're not, if he has to hold you down, he'll do it. He's capable.
I mean, you were right about that fight being trash. Like,
I think I said that Ian Gary is going to win decision because this is what I
no,
expect
you
him to.
did say Ian Gary was gonna win. You did, but you were also right about that fight being horrible.
Yeah, because Ian was not going to make it fun, bro. And they're both counter fighters. Like they're not MVP a little less, but no, bro. I just knew that Gary's not going to come after this dude. He's going to get confused, and any means necessary to win, which I get it. But fans wise, you can't really get on the mic and talk a whole lot of shit or expect anybody to respect you. Yeah. Just got to get up there. I did what I had to do to win. I'll see y'all next fight. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. Lord.
Nah, I feel it. I feel it. And yeah, I mean, I wanted MVP to win, but I definitely saw Ian Gary winning that
Yeah,
fight as well.
MVP didn't lose any stock. It's not
He's
like
just he's just more well rounded than MVP is.
mhm. Which is simple. But I mean, yeah, MVP's like damn near a 40-year-old man.
He's got more tools in his arsenal to like stall a fight like he did. And
Hey,
that's
MVP was
kind of
tagging.
all he did was just stall. Really, like wasn't a definitive win. Dana White scored it as a fucking draw. So I mean, like
Hey, MVP was tagging his ass too.
I feel like I feel like MVP didn't lose stock and Ian Gary didn't really gain any. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like a scratch as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Now let's talk about this fight for a second, because holy shit, that fucking cut was fucking gross. Oh, it was so fucking bad, dog.
She her sick ass fucking Macy. You can see the clip of her landing it. And she just she started smiling and shit. You know what I mean? She knew it was gonna get stopped. That was such a bad cut.
No, that cut was bad, bro. It was
But
bad, and
props to her for landing that elbow.
the
You can't
fact,
really be mad if you got in that position and got hit with what you got hit with. Solid
the
stop
fact,
it.
the fact that she was still wanting to continue, like holy shit, bro.
Yeah, I mean I get it,
Like,
but
like
at that
maybe look,
point,
you might want to look at your own face, bro, because that shit was fucking disgusting.
that's the point where you might get hit in the artery or some shit. Like,
Nah, bro,
live to fight another day.
she could have bled out or some shit. Like that was
Live
bad.
to fight another day.
She's a savage for sure. Roman Delizzi beat Anthony Smith.
Kind of a boring fight, man. Like, you know, quick, short notice fight for Smith. Guy's too old to be taking short notice fights. Congratulations, Roman. That's all I can say about that fight.
Diego Lopez, man, I'm so glad he didn't lose this fight.
Now we gotta give props to Ige. That motherfucker took the fight on 30-minute, whatever the fuck, an hour notice, whatever the fuck they gave him a day. And
You gotta
he
get
won the end of the fight. Like he was winning the third round, which is pretty crazy.
you gotta give it to both of them, honestly, because
Yeah, I mean, I'm a
Diego
local
goes from fighting somebody. Diego goes from fighting somebody that could put him in
when
the
he fought
top
Floyd.
five. He goes from fighting somebody in the top five to fighting the 13th.
Yeah, I mean,
Like he had everything to lose if Dan beat him somehow.
and
You know what I'm
Ortega
saying?
fucked
Like,
him over with that weight cut situation, bro. It's like he
and he
just
also got
dropped him.
fucked over. He also got fucked over in that regard. Like he
Yeah, you
lost all
just
the
drop
weight
a car on the card.
just to fight a catchweight fight anyway. Like
Exactly. You just come here, you fuck everybody over, and you leave. You'll never catch me saying I'm an Ortega fan. I hate that
I have never been an Ortega fan, so
nigga. No, bro.
that definitely didn't fucking sway me into being
No, he's pretty notorious for missing weight. Yeah, and then you fuck over this guy, and he still comes out here and fucking puts on the show. Man, props to Diego. Give him whatever he wants. He was carrying. He gave up at the beginning. I mean, he kind of slowed down a little bit, but shit, I don't give a fuck. That nigga won two out of 3 rounds. He was landing some fucking shots, but he was shot too, man. He's got a chin. Respect all around. Respect to both of them, of course.
And the main event, if you had any doubts about the first fight,
Yeah,
you better not doubt him now.
the second fight, as far as I'm concerned, Alex kind of just showed that he was just better at striking. Like he set up with the leg kicks, and the leg kicks were enough to frustrate Yuri. To where I guess he kind of felt like he wasn't fighting chivalrous, which is exactly what you have to do with Yuri. You have to, fuck with his ego. He wants a man-on-man fight. He wants you to fight with honor. I guess the leg kicks were kind of, him thinking like, fight me like a man, bro. Quit kicking me. So you can see Yuri was getting frustrated, very obviously. He was just going to keep sprinting forward at him. So that's, Pereira's a lot smarter than motherfuckers think. He's more smarter than I anticipate also. Because the motherfucker really was actively playing a chess game. He wasn't just fighting. So, yeah, he just completely outclassed Yuri. As much of a Yuri fan as I am, I have to say that. He just got completely outclassed 100%. Pereira is the man, bro. I want to see him fight Aspinall. That's the only fight I give a shit about.
See, I think Pereira is showing the world that kickboxers
They got a chance.
and guys on that level of striking are just they're miles ahead of fucking MMA fighters as far as striking goes. They're
Yeah, I mean,
just
you got to get them to the ground. They start striking, bro. They start standing up. If you can't get near them, or if you can't fucking get him off his feet, bro, he got a chance, And I guess he hasn't really fought any crazy wrestlers yet, so we don't really know. And his rise to the top was so like streamlined that we never even got to see him against any true wrestlers or anybody that had the capabilities to hold him down. So I don't know, man. I guess you could still, if you're real salty, hold that little fraud check card. He isn't fought a wrestler, but or anybody.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm sure that's what all Izzy fans are clinging on to right now. Oh, I
Oh,
mean,
he's
and
fighting Duplessis.
it's
Duplessis.
true. It's true though. It is true. He hasn't fought like somebody who has a really extensive wrestling background, and he
Yeah,
might
and it
be in
was wild.
trouble. He might be in trouble when that happens. But I
Well,
mean,
yeah, because Yuri was, I mean, not Yuri, Jan held Izzy down pretty fucking easily. And it's like, well, I guess Izzy isn't as big as Alex, but I don't know. That just shows that the kickboxing, isn't always the end all be all. From an MMA guy,
Is Pereira fighting Onkolov?
I don't know if that's happening. Ankalaev or Ankalaev, whatever the fuck, he keeps talking that shit. I don't know, man. He got decent hands, but he don't got them kind of hands. And didn't his
Nah,
leg
he's
get
not.
absolutely destroyed too in his last fight? Gotta address that. You ain't gonna be grappling if you got one leg. Yeah, and I don't know, because if you want to shoot for takedowns, like I don't know, I feel like that leg will get chewed up. That's crazy that he always has that leg kick too. You can't just checkmate you with the left, the fucking or the lead hook, whatever the fuck it is. He's southpaw or orthodox. I think out here.
Yeah, nah, it doesn't look like anything's been set in stone. But I know Pereira wants to be like pretty active, and he's already pretty active for somebody at
I'd
his
say
age.
I'd say shoot his ass up to heavyweight. Yeah, he's older, bro. Just give him the chance to just absolutely 100% make history. And just call it a day, bro. You got shit else to prove if you just make sure to snag all 3 belts real quick. Fuck defending, bro. Just get the heavyweight and get out. Then you can just completely shit on Izzy.
Seems like he's enjoying him. Seems like he's enjoying himself right now, man.
No,
I'm gonna
man.
let Fulton
He
do
barely
his
has to
thing.
fight. His last couple fights, he ain't even been tried. He just went out there and smoked people.
Yeah, he's fought like within a couple of months apart, and they were both like pretty devastating finishes very early.
Mm-hmm. I want to see him fight Tom Aspinall because I think Aspinall will get the belt.
Aspinall got to get through. Tom Aspinall got to get through Curtis Blades.
Yeah, it did look like Curtis's hands were getting damn near close to being on point that night. We'll see, man. I just don't think Curtis got what it takes. We'll see. I've been wrong.
They gonna fight again.
Yep.
All right, let's get to this fight night right quick. Evan Felder submitted Darius Flowers. Andre Petrosky beat Josh Friend. Luana Santos submitted Maria Agapova. Montel Jackson knocked out Timon Blackshear. Jasmine Juice, that's a fucking name. Jasuda, oh Jesus. Jasuda Vicious beat Klein by decision. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
remember that. Charles Johnson beat Joshua Van by knockout. Cody Brundage could not continue. Oh yeah, it was a no contest. I don't remember what happened exactly, but yeah. Julian Erosa beat Christian Rodriguez by submission. Bonfim beat Lusa by decision. Gene Silva beat Drew Dober by doctor stoppage.
Yeah, dude was getting busted up.
That dude takes a lot of fucking damage in his fights, dude.
Blockhead, bro. He's just a fucking blockhead with hands, bro. Meathead is his specialty. Respect to the man's. He's one of my favorites to watch, but he just blockheaded, bro. That's one of his styles. How he fights.
It's like
No head movement or defense.
he's like Cody Garbrandt, honestly.
Oh man, I can't believe Ponzinibbio lost.
Oh yeah, yeah. Next fight, Slikov beat. Yeah, I was surprised about that too. The main event, not so much.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I went and got up and took a shower during this shit. I wasn't gonna watch that bullshit. I knew Rose was gonna win, but I just knew it wasn't gonna be pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew you weren't gonna want to watch it. I knew she was gonna win. I think the highlight of the fight was Tracy getting her fucking eyelash knocked off. I don't know why the fuck you go into a fight with fucking fake lashes. But who am I?
I don't understand why you.
Well,
I
you
don't
cut your
understand
hair,
why
make weight.
you. Yeah, I don't understand why you cut your hair to make weight and then still hold on to the hair on the scale.
I want to give her the benefit of the doubt and just say that they already weighed you and that was just for a show. Like you hop on that scale for a show. Because there's no way anybody would be that dense to like cut their hair to make weight and then just like cut the shit off and just what I'm saying. There's no way. Give her the benefit of the doubt. There's no way. There's no way, dude.
It's weird though. It's just
There's no
weird.
way, man. If I was your coach, I'm like, put the fucking hair down, drop the ponytail. No way. And then it just pans over to Rose, who's fucking bald headed. It's like Rose's hair. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of her, actually. So I'm probably just a hater.
Of who? Tracy Cortez.
Yeah, just never been a fan.
Motherfuckers are fans of her for all the wrong reasons. Like,
Because she thirst traps, I guess. I don't know. Not really my cup
I mean, motherfuckers are fans of Tracy Cortez not because of her fighting, but because they all want to smash. Like,
of tea.
And I don't even think she's all that
Yeah,
fine.
keep
So
commenting under her shit. She'll get back to
I'm not saying I wouldn't smash Tracy. I'm just saying you wouldn't be my top choice. I said it.
you.
What is she? What is she? Like half
No
Asian, half
fucking idea.
Mexican?
She look like one of them fucking extras off of Shark Tales.
Is she half Asian, half Mexican? Well, she
No
all
fucking
Mexican.
idea.
Cortez is definitely a Mexican last name, but
Hell
she looks Asian to me in
yeah.
the face.
She be looking like one of them motherfuckers. I don't know. She's just weird looking to me, dog.
You said the same thing about Juliana Pena.
Yeah, she is. It is her teeth too. She's probably easily one of my least favorite, like top three least favorite. I just didn't like the way she's talking to Amanda, knowing that Amanda is her. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, that shit just bugged me. Like you beat an Amanda who wasn't trained, like who didn't give a fuck. Who you beat some Amanda who wasn't Amanda, and then she came back and absolutely just clowned you, and then you do all that crazy shit when she said she retired, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was. I don't think anybody appealed to her acting like that, especially while she
No
was
way, that was
giving her
crazy.
retirement speech and shit. Like it was weird. It was hella
You're
cringy.
heckling? She beat you from round one to round five, dog. 5 rounds. Crazy.
And she probably could have ended that anytime she wanted to. I
She
think she
did it.
was
She
trying to make.
ended up
I think she
choking
was trying to
on
make
her.
a point with that.
Yeah, she was beating her so bad she started dancing. Like I vividly remember that shit. That's tough,
So I wanted to show you that the first time was a fluke.
dude. Bro. 100%.
It was still crazy though, because
Yeah.
nobody on the planet saw that shit coming.
No
And I
way. I
know
mean,
anybody who bet on Pena made a lot of fucking money that night.
yeah, them two niggas in the world. Two motherfuckers. Ain't nobody saw that shit coming.
All right, we got some Twitter questions. Let's get through these right quick.
Fuck.
First question is from Super Ninja at Saliba76. So if you had to pick a young fighter to be a future top guy in the company, who'd your guess be? Fuck, man. I'm gonna go with Diego Lopez. I feel like he is what the company looks for in a top guy. Somebody who's down to fight whenever, whoever, puts on great performances and is a stone cold fucking killer. I think that's definitely somebody they're gonna try to push up the ladder. I don't know how fast, but yeah, that's somebody I could definitely see being if I had to pick a young fighter, it would definitely be him. Any other fighter I could think. I can't think of anybody like super young. That's or
That
Peyton,
talented.
or Peyton, or Peyton, Diego
Uh,
or Peyton. But he said pick one, so I picked Diego. But him or
see, if
Peyton for sure.
those are the only two I could think of, also. But the only reason I would pick, I mean, there's a couple reasons why I picked Diego over Peyton. One's the
I
butt
mean, there's
chugging,
def-
the butt chugging of the rates. I can't get down with that. But also Diego Lopez. That's a whole nother fucking country of people behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just marketing wise, that would be the smarter move. So like statistically, if you want to do like crunching numbers, that man would be a better move. Also, the way he fights and how game he is, Peyton's still super young. We don't really know how. I mean, he did smoke that last guy, but I don't know, man. We got to see him against some big names. Like we just saw him. We just saw Diego against Dan Ige. Like you know what I'm saying? He put on a fucking show. So we know this dude is damn near already title contender status or real fucking close. Still don't really know about Peyton. Still a young guy. Hasn't really got a his show out or not show out, but he hasn't really had his big like fraud check yet. So we'll see. But Diego Lopez will be the the poster child for what you would want to promote. You know what I mean? He's got that fucking that star factor, bro.
Yeah, no, you're right. And when it comes to fighters from other countries, they're always going to try to push that fighter because it's a whole country behind them, which means a lot more money in their pockets. So they're always going to try to they're always going to try to push the fighter from the other country to set up more events in said countries to have
Hey,
them headline. And
what about that bullet dude, the fucking guy with the one eye? You know what I'm talking about? The
the
redheaded.
redheaded cat,
Yeah, I mean
yeah,
he's a
yeah.
piece of shit as a person, but he's a great fighter. Maybe that's why they ain't really pushing him super hard. Cause yeah, the guy's a scumbag. I've seen him. You know, you've seen that video of him jumping that guy.
Oh yeah, well, he assaulted that dude.
Yeah,
Complete.
scumbag.
Yeah.
But he's another young talent that I don't know. They was even willing to just let him fight in Abu Dhabi or some shit. You know, he came out and smoked that last guy. But I don't really know where his level's at either. But that's another up and coming guy that could for sure get marketed. If he keeps his nose clean and keeps putting people out. But I can't rock with him after that video, bro. No way.
And there's also Bo Nickel, and there's a
Yeah,
couple of other cats. You know what I'm saying? But
I can't
again,
stand.
huh?
I can't stand Bo.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Bo at
Nah,
all.
he's insufferable to me. Especially to do all that shit after you just went off of a nut shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be like Pickett or some shit. He beat some dude. He like nut shotted him and then threw him to the ground. And he was obviously protesting getting beaten in the nuts. And then they
That
even
was his
asked him
first
about it.
fight. He's fought since
Yeah,
then, but
nah, that one's still running wrong. I just can't call myself a fan.
nah, I don't fuck with him. All right, next question is from the MMA alien. He says, "Does Nick Diaz make it to Abu Dhabi to fight Luque?" Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think he does.
I mean, what version of Nick are we gonna see?
That's
I
why I'm
don't know.
saying
I don't
unfortunately.
know. I don't know. But 100% he will be fighting Luke A in Abu Dhabi. I don't see why he wouldn't be those. Unfortunately, those dudes don't turn down fights,
No, they don't
and
pull
they
out.
and they probably should. I've been saying
No,
this for years about the Diaz brothers, and like, oh man, just hearing Nate talk, it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse, bro. Like, just hearing him try to, bro. I just recently posted a clip of him on the Ultimate Fighter when he got into it with Carl Parisian, and so many people in the comment section were like, "God damn, bro! Like, listen to the way he talked then, as opposed to the way he talks now." And it's like the difference is so fucking significant, man.
who
It's
was
like
the
Jesus
fighter that
Christ.
just? There was a fighter that just showed like videos from beginning to end. Asian dude, I forget what his name is. I used to watch him fight a lot as a kid.
Oh, Nam fan.
Dan? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's heartbreaking. Because I remember watching him like vividly when I first started watching MMA. He was one of the kids fighting. Just to see this speech from then to now, like it's fucking pretty jarring, bro.
Bro, I mean, this is an MMA podcast. We're both diehard MMA fans, but at the end of the day, bro, that's one of those. It's one of those sports where you got to get your money and get the fuck out, bro. Like, you just got to, bro. It's not one of those fucking. It's not one of those sports you stay in forever, bro. Like, it's not like the
No, that's
the
why these dudes like fucking like Derek Lewis is doing shit on behind the scenes. Dustin Poirier, uh, TJ Dillashaw, like those dudes that like start their businesses and I mean using that platform to fucking spread their wealth to other shit. Like those are the guys that crack the code. Like even Izzy, man, he's doing like did his modeling shit or a bunch of other shit on the side. Like the fighters that use fighting as a platform to start their businesses or to invest in shit, like those are the motherfuckers that got figured out. Then
yeah.
you get to people like Arlovsky that just fight forever.
Yeah.
Like I think the goal would be to get in, try to get as far as you can. And if you can't make it to the title or you can't get to that level, promote your shit, try to make some money on the side. Man.
100%. Like as a fighter, like if you're not thinking of your exit strategy after fighting, you're fucking up. You got to use whatever fame and fucking notoriety you have at the moment to garner anything you possibly can out of that shit.
I mean, shit. Look at
Commercials, sponsorships, whatever the fuck it may be. Like,
I hate this dude, but look at fucking what Kevin Lee's brother. You know what I'm saying? That nigga fought like I don't know if he's using his brother's publicity or his own. He fought a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? That
I
motherfucker don't fight no more. He just makes money off of video. You know that's
that motherfucker makes money off eating,
mhm.
basically.
Which is the end game. You know what I'm saying? That's like as good as it gets. Pretty much just like a ghetto fucking like Anthony Bourdain just travel around the U.S. try fucking soul food or whatever the fuck. You know, that's an example. You just make your money outside, but use your platform to be successful in other avenues.
100%. 100%. All right. Next question is from Trigger 209. Said, glad you guys are back. Thank you.
Shout out, man.
My question for the pod is why do you think fans and promoters consider a boxer cooked after he's only lost 3 or 4 fights? Mighty Mouse is 25, 4-1, and he's widely considered as the GOAT. Um, well, I think that applies to boxing and MMA. It's just
Okay.
one of those it's just one of those things where when you're in a physical sport where you're getting punched in the head for a living, when a guy loses 3 or 4 fights, I mean, it all depends too. I mean,
That's boxing, bro.
are we talking about consecutive? Because if you see a guy get knocked out 3 or 4 times, like yeah, naturally you're gonna think he's probably on he's probably on the tail end of his career. But I mean, if a guy loses 4 fights in his last 8 fights or 10 fights or something like that, like I wouldn't really say that people would say he's washed. I think when it comes to I think it's more of a losing streak kind of thing when it comes to that. And I just think, they're both just brutal, violent sports. And when you see a fighter in boxing or MMA lose via KO 3 or 4 times in a row, like you're gonna think like, yeah, it's only gonna keep getting worse from there, and it's usually the case. Mighty
Uh,
Mouse is 25, 4-1, but he didn't lose 4 fights in a row. Like he
he's only been
lost
knocked
like
out like
one.
once,
He
bro.
lost like once every one after every fucking 5 or 6 wins. He'd get a L type of
Who
thing. You know
knocked?
what I mean? Like,
He's only been like TKO once, right?
yeah, and that was in one.
And that was like towards the end of, you know what I mean? Not the end of his career, but like after. I'm not even gonna say he peaked because that nigga just stayed good
So
his
I'm
whole
saying like
career.
he lost to Cruz, won like 5 or 6 in a row. Lost to Cejudo, like won a couple of fights after that. Like
Yeah, and that fight was
he ain't never
bullshit.
lost 2 back to back.
Hmm.
So
Even the fight, that's the Hudo fight. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that. That's the bullshit.
yeah, and a lot of people don't even feel like he lost that one. So
No, because you got to beat the champ. You know, he didn't beat him that day. In my opinion.
what is your take on that though? Like
I
why
think
do you think fans and promoters consider a boxer cooked after he's only lost 3 or 4 fights?
because boxing is about money, man. It's all about money. Like you have to make money in that shit. You got to pay the dude. Like there's the A and B side. You have to pay the nigga and all of his shit, his insurance and shit. And it's like you gotta make the money back. So them niggas, if you don't have the zero, then you're not as pretty, and the motherfuckers don't want to try to market you. I'm sure it's some shit like that. I have to ask Stan, but it's all money, bro. MMA is different. Like I don't know, MMA isn't the money sport. Boxing is the money sport. And once that zero goes, you know what I mean. You're not as marketable.
That's fair.
Them niggas
That
only
is
care
def-
about money over there. That's why the
that is
fights are
definitely
good. I'm a huge boxing fan, but a lot of the shit's money, bro.
that
MMA
is
is getting that
definitely
way, but boxing has been that way.
that's fair. That is fair. All right. Next question is from Craig at our good fellow. So what's next for Tony Ferguson? Retirement, hopefully.
Shit, if his ass don't retire a fucking loony bin, that man, he needs to stop, man. He's gonna cook his brain, bro. He should have been fighting Nick. No reason why. Who the fuck is Tony fighting? Somebody he had
Michael
no business.
Chiesa.
No,
Michael
well,
Chiesa.
that's a fair fight. Chiesa's big. He's probably just gonna sub him or something. Chiesa's big.
I see him getting put to sleep in that fight. Literally.
By Chiesa?
Yes.
No fucking way. If Chiesa knocks him out,
No, no, no,
I'll
no,
be
no, no, no. I didn't say knock him out. I said put him to sleep, as in like,
chokes him
because
out.
he's not gonna tap. He's not
Yeah,
gonna tap, is what
definitely
I'm
he's not
saying.
gonna
Like,
break Tony's fucking arm.
I can definitely I see him. I'm gonna say Chiesa by rear naked choke.
Damn. Yeah, I can see Chiesa selling him. He's just bigger, dude. Chiesa's a big guy. Tony's getting old. I'm a huge fan, but he should have been fighting Nick. There's no reason why he should be fighting. Or Nick should be fighting. I'd rather see Nick fight Chiesa than Tony fight Chiesa. Personally. I don't want to see Nick fight Vicente Luque. Vicente got hands, bro. He's known for having good power. I don't want to see Nick get knocked out. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but it's a good possibility. Especially the way that he fought last time. He wasn't really super into it. Like, I don't know if that's what we're gonna see. Hopefully not.
All fair points. All
He
right.
looked in
Next
shape last
question.
time I saw him.
Wait, my bad. What'd you say?
I was saying he looked in shape last time we saw him, but he also did that same shit last time, where he had pictures of him, looking real cut up, and he kind of just showed up. However, on fight day,
I just think those motherfuckers got just too many damn miles on them, bro. Like
shit, at this point,
Nate was landing mad shots against Masvidal, but like with zero fucking pop or anything. Like, and I was just like, bro, the whole time I was watching that fight, I was like, bro, if he actually had some power on these punches, Masvidal would have been in trouble.
that's
But
why I
like,
like Nick.
but
Man, Nick,
they were just contact. Like they weren't like
he,
he could have ate those for 10 more rounds probably. Like they weren't none of them were ever putting him out. Is what I'm saying. Like
yeah,
they just don't have that pop to him anymore. Like Nate's never been known for like being a super power puncher, but I mean he has rocked people in the past. Like he put a beating on Gray Maynard. Like he has hurt people with his hands to where they like shoot for a takedown and he'll just
yeah,
like submit them.
Maynard,
Like I
Conor,
believe he rocked Jim Miller too
Leon.
before he submitted him. Before he submitted him, he rocked the shit out of Leon. But like I just don't, I just don't see that happening anytime. I don't see that happening ever again. It's
No, I
just
mean, he was. That's why I always like Nick. Nick was always my favorite because Nate is just Nick without the power, bro. Nick used to crack motherfuckers. He had a little bit more sting to his punches. My Nick fandom transferred to his little brother when he started fighting. But Nick will always be my favorite.
I'm a pretty big fan of both. I always have been. But being a Cali dude and just seeing how their attitudes are, I'm like, yeah, that's typical. That's a typical Stockton attitude or
Yeah,
NorCal attitude.
Mexican dude saying nigga. It's pretty Cali.
I was just referring to how like Nate was on the Ultimate Fighter and shit. Like
No,
it's
I'm
just
I'm
like,
fucking
yeah,
with you.
that's definitely the mentality that niggas have out here.
Yeah, then if you're street, bro, you're different. Like you ain't gonna let nobody try to punk you. You ain't gonna take no bullshit. He was a star of that season for that reason. Just a fucking, little motherfucker you don't fuck with, bro. He wouldn't hesitate to throw down. That's how you gotta be in them areas.
All right, next question is from Two Face at Two Face 442314. Said, what do you guys think of the state of the UFC with all the judges gifting decisions, fighters sitting out for years with injuries, only one normal pay-per-view per month, and Apex events are still getting made? Um,
Not happy about that.
judging, judge. Okay, well, I'm gonna try to answer this shit individually. Judging has been bad for years, and nobody's really come up with any real remedy to fix that. So
We
that's
have
just
nobody.
that's just going to continue to happen, honestly, unless they come up with like some other kind of format of scoring. Fighters sitting out for years with injuries. That's another thing. I mean, only person I can think of when it comes to that is like Conor McGregor. But I've been saying for fucking ever, Conor's never fighting again. So I mean, that's how I feel about that. I can't think of anybody else that's sitting out for years with injuries. Jones, Jones just got hurt recently. I mean, his
And
injury
like
wasn't even
man,
that.
that nigga,
His injury wasn't even that long ago, and he's got way more important things to think about right now other
yeah,
than
exactly.
fighting. So, I can't think of anything. I can't think of any other fighters that have sat out for years with injuries. Connor's the only one that sticks out in my mind, and this motherfucker just pulled out for a pinky toe. So, like I said, motherfucker claimed his foot was a balloon when he fought Habib, but yeah, wouldn't fight over a pinky toe. Like that
They're
motherfucker don't
playing.
want to fight, bro. You don't want to fight.
Nah, he over there entertaining bare knuckle now.
And as far as pay-per-views being once a month, I mean they don't really need to be. They don't really need to have more than one pay-per-view a month because they charge a shitload for some mid-ass cards. So
How much do they even
uh,
charge now?
I don't have a problem with that, huh?
How much do they charge now? I haven't paid for a fight card in a long time.
Yeah, we're not gonna get on that either. I haven't paid for a fight card since fucking Tito and not Tito, Chuck and fucking Rampage.
Damn, damn, nigga. Mine was Stipe Verdum.
Yeah, yours was way more recent,
Yeah,
and that wasn't recent,
I
and
used
that
to pay
wasn't
every
recent
fight
at all.
card.
And as far as Apex events still being made, I really don't care where the fights are being made as long as fights are good. So
Yeah, I mean the Apex is just the only thing that sucks is just the elitist motherfuckers with money get to show up. Besides that, like I don't really give a fuck about how much people are in the crowd because I'm not there. You know, that shit don't matter to me. Yeah,
and
but
honestly, the Apex events, I don't mind them. I don't mind them. I don't mind hearing more of the coaches. I don't mind hearing more of the coaches' game plan strategies and hearing the punches more and all that other good stuff. Like,
mhm.
doesn't bother me, man.
I'm sure the fighters might not want to because they don't have the same energy of the big fight or they have smaller cage. Like there's reasons behind that. I personally don't give a fuck. It doesn't affect me.
What about all that other stuff that you talk about, like the judges' decisions
No,
and
the
fighters
judges
sitting out for years?
they were really shit for a couple like almost a year ago or some shit like that. I remember like a good skit of them being really fucking terrible. But now we started calling them the fuck out. Like they'll put you on blast now if you fuck up a card. They were like, Judge so and so gave this a fucking 30. He's smoking dicks. Like they'll call your ass out now. They don't fucking play. So I think that's a good, a good way to fix it. Let these motherfuckers know. Put them on blast if they're over here fucking up these cards, which they've been doing. So like, I mean, they're always gonna be shitty. Even if we come up with suggestions on how to alleviate the fucked up system, they're not gonna listen to us. They don't give a fuck. You know.
And at the same time, these fighters just got to go for it at the end of the day. Like, they always say, never leave it in the hands of the judges. And I know it's easier said than done. And it's way easier said than done for me because I'm not in there. But some of these guys don't go for it and then want to get mad when they don't get the nod. Like, it's just one of those things, man, where it's like you got to
Yeah,
show
15
them, but
minutes.
then you got to give them no reasonable doubt to doubt you that you won that fight. Like, at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what the fuck it is that specific judge is looking for. So therefore, you gotta leave, you gotta give them no reason to doubt that you won that fight at all. Like,
That's when it goes into like if ex MMA fighters were judges, they'd probably be biased. You know what I'm saying? Because you have this nigga DC is the judge. If I shoot for a few double legs, he might give me a little extra points. You know what I'm saying? Or shit, we got fucking Chuck Liddell is a judge. Okay, if I land a couple fucking overhands, the nigga might bump me up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reason why people didn't want to have fighters do it for bias and shit. I think the only way we could open scoring does have the potential for like stalling and shit, but man, I'm with it. If that nigga's coasting ahead of you, that's on you, bro.
all right. Last question is from Rob Wall. It says, Wall, currently booked UFC fights. What three are each of you most looking forward to? I'm gonna go Izzy DDP because I like DDP in that fight. I'm gonna go Izzy DDP. I'm gonna go Cheeto and Figueiredo, and I'm gonna go. Uh, damn it, damn it! I had it in my head too. There isn't a bunch of fucking fights that stick out in my mind, to be honest.
No, there's not a whole lot of crazy ones. I want to see Aspinall Blades. Fucking, what's another crazy one coming up? They like verbally agreed. Gone versus Alexander Volkov. That's an interesting one. Both kickboxers. I'm interested in that one because I want to see Volkov get some title shot. I want to see him move up.
Fuck. I'm gonna go. Izzy DDP, Figueredo, Vera, and fuck it. I'm gonna go Luke Diaz.
Yeah, I kind of just ready to see that just so I can stop stressing about it.
What about you? Can you think of three?
Aspinall Blades. I want Aspinall to get his title shot. I want to see if he can go through Blades. That last fight, neither one really got to get started. I know that Aspinall was. I don't know if he was even landing actually, but I know that rewatching Curtis was damn near close. Them shots he's throwing, he's got the power, man. That's interesting. So that one, I want to see. Not really a big Bobby Green fan anymore, but I want to see him fight Patty, just because there's a good chance that he could put Patty out. If I had to pick, I prefer Green to Patty. So is that?
Can't say the same.
Yeah, he rubbed me the wrong way with that shit.
All right, number three. Is it Luke and Diaz?
No, Drunkus Palunkus versus Izzy. I want to see
Oh,
Izzy
okay.
do him like Brunson because I hate. I don't know something about a smug ass fucking South African dude telling niggas that he's a real African. Yeah, I want to see him get beat up.
That's fair. All right, let's get to these notes. So Bobby Green apparently legally changed his name to King.
All right, if it feeds your ego, bro, whatever. Whatever, nigga. Snoop Lion, right? Whatever, dog. You the one that's gonna be doing the paperwork.
That shit is just cringe to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Can't disagree.
Legally changing your name to King is wild.
Yeah, you ain't king from Tekken, nigga. You ain't no. I ain't gonna say you ain't no king, but you ain't king. When I hear king, I think of Tekken, man. Drop kicking niggas and shit. I don't think of Bobby. I mean, I would change my name if it was Bobby also. Like in the front. Fair play.
This nigga.
Imagine being a nigga named Bobby, bro. No disrespect to my
Hey
Bobby.
man, my real name's Robert. God damn it. And a
Man,
nickname for Robert is Bobby. I hate being called Bobby though, so
Bobbert.
I
Like,
wish
do
a
I look like
nigga
a
would.
Bobby? Yeah, no, I would change my name too. But who named him? Is it biological or like, is that how it works? Because he was adopted real young. I don't know. Or not even, I don't know.
Was he adopted? I did not know that.
Yeah, he was adopted because he was with that white dude. That white dude called dad. I think he got adopted by a white guy. That's why that nigga's weird, bro. He goes bad for that. That's why he been doing that crazy shit with his facial hair. Man, his dad looked like he kind of metal.
Nate beat Masvidal. How did you feel about that? Did you watch that fight?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, man. I was enthralled. I'm not gonna lie, that fight was good. Can't lie.
No.
I saw that that Nate didn't get paid or some shit because they didn't make no money. But of course, nobody's gonna pay for that shit. Get me? They were so desperate for niggas to pay for it. And when I had the shit up, they like scan this QR code, and for paying for this fight, you get a free shirt. What? Y'all niggas got the money to ship everybody a shirt? What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, it was a good fight, but you know,
I
they,
didn't think Nate won. I mean, I was happy, but I didn't think he won.
I thought he was just more active. It was like him landing 6 pity pat punches, and then Masvidal landing like one good shot, and then Nate would back up, reset, and then just start working him again.
I mean, if they judged it based on volume, yes, but
That's
I
yeah,
was surprised. I was surprised.
yeah. I figured it was just gonna be a decision for him because
Yeah, apparently they owe that motherfucker like $9 million or some shit.
yeah, and they gypped him. They said they didn't pay him or something.
They said he's trying to sue, but that's not gonna. Even if he wins, like they're gonna have to do is file bankruptcy, and he's not gonna get a dime. So
Whatever, man.
it's pretty fucked. But what are you gonna do? If he wants to pursue boxing, he might want to pursue a legitimate boxing company that's gonna pay him what
100%.
they fucking owe him.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that what was it, Dazin or whatever the fuck.
Speaking of boxing, apparently Rampage and Rashad are boxing.
I just heard about that from you. I would watch it. Fuck it. Rashad, I mean, Rampage was supposed to fight Shannon, but Shannon trolled for so long that nothing happened. I'm sure watching them box would be better than their MMA fight that they
There's
had.
no way it can be.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, fuck it, I'll watch it.
Rashad can't take him down, so I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
why that fight was so bad. Rashad was just point fighting that nigga.
Rashad's always been pretty in shape. Like, every time we see him commentate, I've seen Quentin get into shape lately. So I'm sure it'll be interesting. I'll watch it. I don't know, it'll probably be like the Silva Chael fight. They're just going to be kind of just like sparring. I don't think them niggas would go out there and try to kill each other.
Colby, well, Rampage said he wants that win back, so
He said, what?
he said he wants that win back, so
Oh, well, he'll point fight for Rampage guy. He kind
Rampage
of
doesn't seem like he got point fighter in him. I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
I regret even that coming out of my mouth. He's gonna come out there and try to put him down for sure. But they're older dudes. We'll see.
Colby is calling out Charles Oliveira, I guess.
He just
So,
don't. I don't know, man. Just kick this nigga out. I'm done with him.
bro, Colby has won like 3 fights in 6 years, and all 3 of those motherfuckers don't fight anymore. So,
Does he have
like,
any
why
fights
did?
booked?
And now he's calling out 155ers. Like, come on, bro.
Does he have any fights booked?
Huh?
Does he have any fights booked?
Colby? No.
Why are we even entertaining? Why are you still on the
It's just
payroll?
all fucking talk with that nigga. It was just news, so I don't even really need to delve into it any further than that. Aljamain Sterling wants to fight Diego Lopez. No. No, no, no,
I'm
no.
not ready to. I mean, there's a good chance he loses, Aljo, but I just don't want to even risk it. No, you don't need none of his popularity. You don't need to stop none of that
Nah,
popularity.
bro, you're not about to fucking
You don't
dry
jump
hump.
around.
I'm not about to dry hump Diego Lopez and steal all his fucking momentum. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
exactly. No, bro, you've not earned any
Fuck,
right to
fuck
try to
that.
fight this dude. No way. Not after that last fight.
Nah,
Okay.
fuck that. Fuck that. Nobody wants to see that shit.
No,
Joe Rogan
him.
thinks Joe Rogan thinks no fight should be stood up. Obviously, a jiu-jitsu guy is going to say that
Yeah, I mean,
because they work from the ground forever.
he's notoriously biased with that kind of shit. I
But
would
this
rather
is
see this shit stood up than some nigga just laying there on him the whole fight. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between like combat jujitsu where motherfuckers are trying to do shit, and there's people that want to stall. You know what I mean? Or somebody that's tired that just wants to lay on the guy so they don't want to do shit. I don't want to see that. And there's a reason why they do stand ups because nobody wants to fucking see that. Go do jujitsu if you just want to lay on a nigga and win or whatever, bro. Yeah, I'm like,
at the end of the day, it's a combat sport, and it's also a business.
Yeah, you need combat, bro. You can't just lay on somebody. There's no
That's what I'm
combat, man.
saying. Like, I, if a fighter is working on the ground, I
Yeah, don't
think, I
stand
think, I
up.
think, I think refs give fighters way. I think refs give fighters plenty of opportunity to work before they actually stand a fight up. It's not like they
Yeah, they
do it
threaten you.
immediately.
They don't just
They
touch you,
warn
bro. They're
them.
like,
They
they,
warn you several times before they do it. And if you're still continuing to not be inactive, they're gonna stand you up because nobody paid to see that shit.
imagine,
And
just right off top of the head, imagine the Derek Lewis Almeida fight if there was no threats to stand up. The nigga would have just sat in the fucking full mount like this, holding Lewis's traps for the whole fucking fight, bro. Like, is that what niggas want to see? I'm not niggas. I don't want to see that
yeah, Joe Rogan gotta chill, bro. Like he knows how the
shit.
game goes. He's
That's
been
my
in the
boy,
game too
but yeah,
long to not. He's been in the game too long to not understand how the business works. Like that's just an absurd thing to say.
that's my boy, but he wild. Okay. You know, he needs-
So I'm not sure if I'm saying this guy's name right, but Artem Vakhitov wants to have a trilogy fight with Artem with oh, I wrote his fucking name twice on my notes. Pereira, Alex Pereira. If you don't know,
Oh,
Artem Vakhitov.
yeah, why
Artem
not?
Vakhitov is a guy who
They beat him.
just sounds like he's kind of trying to do what Alex Pereira did to Izzy, and that's just come to MMA and
Why
take
not?
over.
Try it. Right now is the best time, especially in the
And
division.
see, I haven't watched their fights, which I do want to go do, but they have fought twice, and it's 1-1.
Hmm.
But I'm a YouTube comment reader, so I read all the comments. And what everybody was telling me in the comments, everybody was saying, bro, Pereira was given that decision. But I gotta watch the fights myself, especially since I'm for sure a Pereira biased motherfucker. So I gotta watch
Hmm.
some fights myself. But according to a lot of people, Vakatov beat him both times, but they gave the decision to Pereira. And according to Pereira, he said the only reason they gave him that decision is because they didn't want him to. They knew that was his last fight on the contract, and they didn't want him leaving with the belt. So
Maybe.
I could see it. I could see it going both ways, but I have to watch the fight for myself. But I think it's kind of interesting, and I think it might be a new little trend. A lot of kickboxers making that transition to MMA because they see all the holes in these top level MMA strikers' game, and they're like, we're levels ahead of these guys.
See, and that's what made me mad about Dana fucking up the Cedric Dembe shit. You know, like him fumbling the bag. Like I wanted to see Cedric fight in the UFC. And
Oh yeah,
in
yeah, he
regards
fumbled that
to
one. He fumbled that
in
one.
regards, yeah, that's bullshit. In regards to the Pereira situation, right now, if you're in that weight class and you're a kickboxer that beat Pereira, like now is the best time, bro. They will steamroll you to the fucking title shot. Like they'll give you the perfect matches, and right now, most of the niggas are the perfect matches for kickboxers. Like, there's not like who the fuck in the top 10 is gonna grab the fuck you at like heavyweight right now? Let me see. Because like if they just do what the fuck they've been doing to kickboxers, and they just give you the favoritistic match, but like you can steamroll and they can set that fight up. You just gotta smoke a couple
Yeah,
dudes.
no, yeah, that's all he would have to. He could honestly have the same path Pereira did, just get like really, two or three really top level guys and run through them. He'll get that title shot.
Bro, I'm looking at the top 10, and the only motherfucker that might grapple you is Magomed, is the fucking Anklaev, and maybe on. No, bro, like did they really streamroll your ass or streamline your ass? Like now's the time, bro.
Another thing that people were saying in the comments too, though, that I found interesting was
Hmm.
they were saying that Vakatov has like an extremely good defense.
Yeah, that's what he was saying, and he was saying that Pereira is full offense, which is probably right. Best
They're
offense.
saying they were basically, but they were saying that Vakatov has really good defense to say that like Pereira's. Oh, they were basically saying like
Contrasting.
In MMA it would be different because as good defensively as Vakhitov is, Pereira just hits too hard with those MMA gloves, as opposed to
Perhaps.
the kickboxing. As opposed to the kick, they're basically saying the kickboxing gloves are way
Saving them.
are saving his life basically. So it
Maybe.
would be interesting. It would be interesting, man. I'm Team Pereira all day, but I'm interested to look up this Fakatov guy. And they're saying he's a monster, and he's really
Hey, well,
young
now's
still.
the time.
So
Now's the time if he wants to fucking get a good shot at the title, bro. There's no wrestlers holding it down, and there's not really any, like, not like there used to be, bro. There's not a whole lot of wrestlers in the top 10. Like, you could get lined up right now.
I agree. It's just interesting. It's a nice little storyline, and the light heavyweight is thirsty for new contenders for sure. So it's something to keep our eyes out for in the future. And on that note, we are going to wrap this episode up. That pretty much covers it all. So
Wait.
wait, what?
Jon Jones, punk ass, getting
Oh,
fucking
that's right.
sorry.
That's right.
I want
Okay,
to talk
yeah,
about that.
yeah, we do need to
So
talk about that.
that just kind of doubles back to when the incident first got put on media. And he's like, nah, what the hell? Like, they left handshaking me. Like, we were all cool. Blah, blah. Here's a video of me dapping him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I openly said, like, man, I would, if I was in a shitty situation with some fucking big psychopath that'd be threatening niggas with guns and shit, I'd probably be cool too with him so I could diffuse the situation and leave. I was like, they might have just been doing that shit so you didn't chase him out with a fucking gun. Lo and behold, this nigga goes to court because he had, like, threatened them or some shit. He done some fucking crazy shit. So, yeah, that nigga was just trying to save face, and I saw it through it the whole time. That's all I can say.
I mean, we've seen this fucking shit from this guy for so many years, so
He's just
many
a
different
fucking booze hound.
incidents. He's just a fuck up, bro.
He's one of those dudes
He's
he's
just a
booze.
habitual he is a habitual fuck up. A habitual fuck up.
How are you
And
that big and you can't handle your booze? Every time I see that motherfucker, the clip of him drunk, he's fucking just insufferable. Absolutely insufferable. Nobody that big should be getting that sloppy. You're just a fucking safety hazard. Everybody within a 10-mile radius. Lock his ass up. Put that nigga somewhere. Don't
I
let him
think
have alcohol no more.
I think he's legally not allowed to drink as of right now.
This nigga should be for sure legally not allowed. You can make that nigga
Like
black.
I don't think he's allowed to drink at all right now.
Smart move. They said no
And
law breaking period.
honestly, this is how I think that shit played out. I think they showed up to his house unannounced. He got fucking frustrated, and
Might have been fucked up already.
yeah, probably it was apparently at a party of some sort. So
Yeah,
he's
he
probably
probably
already
stoned,
drinking.
trespassing.
Probably got a little heated and agitated and said some things that he immediately regretted. And then once they were outside, when he knew the cameras were present, he tried to save face. That's how I see that shit playing out. Like that dude, if what DC said about that motherfucker years ago, like has stayed true this entire time. Like that dude will never change, and he won't.
That's when
If
that saga is when I became a true DC fan. When he was fighting Jones, I was always a fan, but I was like, dude, he's 100% right about everything. I was so upset with the loss. He was like, why the fuck are y'all booing me? Like, this guy's a piece of shit, and I'm just like a coach and a dad. You know what I mean? A positive role model. Y'all are fucking cheering for this guy. I was like, damn, that nigga's right, bro. I've been a fan of DC, like a hardcore fan ever since. Yeah, Jones was one of those perfect examples of just fucking like that nigga comes from like wealth and like fucking just God gifted and just fucking just steamrolled for fucking what's the word for it? Fucking let's just say catapulted to success. Like the perfect streamline to success. And you're just fucking it up every which way, bro. Like you genetically fucking like every gift you could have been given, like you have, and you're just squandering it, just being a piece of shit human. I don't know. You could just be like a Messi of MMA, like you know what I mean. Like you could be just a perfect fucking I don't know, man. Like you could be a legit role model and you're just being a piece of shit with the perfect platform. I don't know, man. You
Honestly,
just squander money.
The Jones brothers just got a bad history, period. Because
I mean, his brother
his
fucked
brother
too.
be getting into some shit too. So.
Yeah, we
And he
seen
be
his shit
saying some
on.
wild shit, and yeah, they just be wilding.
I haven't fucked
Is
with Jon Jones since the DC shit. And you want to know? There's another example of why. When DC called him a nigga and he acted the way he did, that's when I was like, man, what the fuck is this guy? You know what I'm saying? And then looking at him, I was like, that guy even looks like the kind of motherfucker that would say shit like that. You know, he had like his hair fucking like gelled back and shit, had a little fucking really and bombs. I was like, man, fuck this nigga. Fuck this. He's just fucking weird, bro. Weird ass nigga. Do not like him, bro. And I grew up watching him. I've seen his entire career. And I can tell you exactly when I stopped fucking with him. Like, yeah, another brother anymore. He's a legend. He's beat some of the best since Gus, so he's been kind of downhill for me. You know, he ain't been that. Besides the Gone fight, I'll give him that. But that dude's a fucking kickboxer. Chose the path that
nah,
least
bro.
resistance.
I never liked John Jones. Like I respected his skills as a fighter, but like I don't know. I think it was after the Matt Hamill fight when he got disqualified and he went on that spiel as like, God does everything for a reason, and like something about that shit just rubbed me the wrong way. Not that he was saying God, that it just seemed very disingenuous to me.
Fake, yeah, yeah.
And it was just like, I was just like, bro,
Well, it's been
he's
like that
not.
since
It's
the
just something like something about it. It was just, I was just like, bro, he's not really like that.
beginning.
I
For
was like,
me,
he's not really like that, bro. He's not really like that. He's not really like that. And it couldn't have fucking came out to be more true.
yeah, it was when he dropped Leon Machida the way he did. That was like, oh, I don't like this nigga. You know, you choke him out and you just fucking flump him like that. I was like, man, I don't know about this nigga, bro. Oh, you got Philippians tattooed on your chest and you doing shit. Anyway, I had to shit on him. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Well, I will always not end the podcast to shit on that nigga, but
Fair.
we are gonna go ahead and end it now. As always, thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time, we out. Peace.
Fuck that dude.
What? Alright, first I'm playing a scary game that if you scream, you die. They can't talk in the normal